Good afternoon, my impatience. How art thou? It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. How are you doing? How are my impatients doing? I hope you will come filing in momentarily. I hope you will engage with me. And I hope you will, come filing in and engage with me, quite frankly. Woo! So, something that's, been put on a back burner since I blocked. Somebody says, hey, it's Frank Grimes. Yeah, I'm Frank Grimes, that's for sure. Some people have compared me to Frank Grimes from the Simpson episode Homer's Enemy. They say, basically I'm surrounded by a bunch of liars and idiots who, are driving me wild. At first I tried to, basically my entire life was a nightmare. My entire life was pain and suffering. Like I was abandoned by my parents. I wasn't shown love, empathy, and my entire life has been a nightmare. And then basically he turns into like a metaphorical The Incredible Hulk and flips the fuck out because everybody, Homer drives him over the edge. Homer drives him to insanity, basically. Because Homer just, he's like, I'm just a moron like Homer Simpson, Basically, he was a ticking time bomb that was going to go off anyway. But Homer Simpson was kind of like the straw that set him off completely. Hey, Erie. She says, we got Erie and Rusty in the house. We got Erie and Rusty in the house. So it's been a while since, people have checked out. Erie says, I would be Milhouse. Maybe. Milhouse is a good comparison. Other people have compared me to Ralphie, Chief Wiggum's son. The simpleton character, the idiot kid character. Others have compared me to Frank Grimes. So I guess you can make a lot of comparisons. The characters are relatable for a reason. Erie says, I was just going to say Ralphie. Rusty says, Chief Wiggum is not Ralphie's dad. Then who is? Rusty, then who is Ralphie's dad? Somebody says, Eddie, the other cop. Isn't that cop African American? Somebody says, look at them both. Look at them both. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so it's been a while since I've gone, Let's change this topic from The Simpsons. So I'm meeting with my social worker. I'm meeting with my social worker. I think Wednesday. I got a new person to talk to. It's like, where do I even begin? I should just give them my I should just give them my social media and say just dig into it. Just try to make some sort of assessment based on my social media. Like, where do I even begin? Basically, I just flip out on the social worker. My entire life has been a nightmare. Dead Cops says you begin with medication. Fair enough. Fair enough. Everybody likes my catchphrase, fair enough. A Dead Cop says, stop gooning all day, too. Yeah, that's a great idea, Dead Cops. It's a great idea. So my parents are going away, I think, for a week or two. And my father's going to be staying at the house to watch the dogs. So he says, check the Discord. Oh, somebody compared Eddie the cop to Ralphie. Yeah, I guess they do look similar. Somebody says, your parents need a good getaway. Your parents need a good getaway. So do I. I need a good vacation, too. So he says, party at Andrew's house. There's going to be no party. It's going to be business as usual. Rusty says, I'll bring the strippers. No, my father's going to be here. My mother doesn't even trust me to take care of the dogs. She's like, no, I don't even trust Andrew to take care of the dogs. Apparently, they're old and they can't trust me with that responsibility. Somebody says, let Rusty treat Poppy to some strippers. He's earned it. Somebody says, should I go to... all right. So he says, "You're not after the butt sex song. You're not going to. You're not. I don't know, guys. So I feel really angry. I feel really angry and frustrated, and um, what do you think the solution is here? I guess get out, do some things. So he says, "Are you angry at yourself?" I'm just so angry. Somebody says, "What?" So I got the art class tomorrow. I'm just so angry. Somebody says, "Take a Xanax." I don't even know who I'm angry at. I'm just so fucking angry. I'm irate and angry over how my life has turned out, I guess. So he says, you need some hobbies. Somebody says, when you aren't making videos, what do you do? I sit on the couch listening to music. Somebody says, if you're upset about being a man child, then start doing more adult stuff. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. All right. So somebody asks, "Are your mom and Dale going on a cruise?" No, they're just getting away for a little bit. So he says, "Do you think the computer makes the anger any better?" Um, no, I think it makes it worse, quite frankly. I think I need to get out and socialize and have interpersonal engagement with people. So he says, then maybe you should limit your screen time. That's a very good point. I think getting off the internet. Where can I go tonight? Like tonight, for example. Where can I go? I guess I could go to NAMI. I could call my father up and say we could go to NAMI, but I'm just gonna fucking fight with him when I'm in his car. I don't want to fucking deal with him. You know, I would go to NAMI tonight, but there's no way I would get along with him. We would just not get along. It's just gonna be a fucking powder keg in his car, and I don't feel like dealing with that tonight. Somebody says, then drive on the parkway. Teenagers can. Yeah, I mean, it would really be good for me to get to NAMI tonight, but I'm probably not going to be going. I think I'm better off, you know. So yeah, that was kind of somebody says invite your dad over so you can walk around the neighborhood. Then that way, if things go south, you can separate yourself and go back to your comfort zone. That was the idea. I was gonna do that yesterday with Indian food, but things went south because I don't know why. I just can't get a fucking along with him. I can't get along with my father. I can't get along with my mother either. But I can't get along with my father. Now you might assume I hate him. That's not so. I wish the best for him. I hope he. I wish happiness. I wouldn't even say. I just can't get. Things just go fucking south every time I'm with him. Things just fucking go south. Somebody says it's Andrew's fault that the things go south. I feel like he's making fun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's fucking making fun of me. Somebody says you wore them out. Somebody says I hope your parents have a nice vacation. Somebody says you look tired. Somebody says it's literally all your fault, Andrew. It's literally all your fault. Maybe I'll go get some tangerine beef tonight. So, are my parents talking negatively about me when I'm not around? I think they are. I think they make fun. Somebody says no. Somebody says no more tangerine beef until you can be nice to Poppy. Erie says, well, yes. I feel like they're fucking gossiping about me, making fun of me, and I'm just like, basically, I feel like they narcissistically bait me, they dog whistle me, and every fucking conversation I have with my mother and father goes fucking south now. I'm just gonna go for a drive. I don't know where or what. but I'm just gonna go for a drive. I don't know. I guess to get some food. I offered to my mother to take care of the dogs. She doesn't trust me to do it, so that's the reason my father's coming over. She trusts my father to take care of the dogs more than she trusts me to. I'm like, I won't. I mean, I'm like, I won't do anything bad. I won't rummage through your shit. I couldn't care less about what you have in there. You know what I mean? I don't know what she's afraid of. So he says, is it because the last time you left the freezer open? I don't think that's the reason, but maybe it is. So he says, probably she's too scared for you to be alone. You're crazy as fuck, buddy. So he says, part of it is also to make sure you're okay and watch after you. Yeah, maybe. All right, I'm going to go somewhere. I don't know where to go, though. I guess I could go to Nami. Should I give being in my father's car a try? That's just gonna be a powder keg. That's just not gonna go over well. That's just gonna fucking be toxic. No, no, I don't think I'm doing that. No, I'm just gonna be like, tell me the fucking truth. We're just gonna fight. I mean, it's gonna be no. I mean, we're just gonna fucking fight if we're in the car together, especially if he's driving me. We just can't get along anymore. We just can't get a fucking along anymore. I just can't get along with him. So this is you pick the fight with your dad. No, I think well, whatever. It just doesn't fucking matter. I'm just. Somebody says you're throwing a temper tantrum. You're like a baby. Okay. Somebody says drive yourself there if you can't get along with your father. All right. I'm gonna. Well, all right, guys. Erie said she saw a bug climb in my air conditioner unit. I mean, I believe you. I didn't see it though. I didn't see the bug. So you should check. Somebody says write down how you are feeling right now. Okay, let's try. So the first thing that immediately comes to mind, extremely sexually frustrated. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. The second thing that comes to mind, irate and angry. Enraged over how my life has turned out. Looking for somebody to blame. looking for a scapegoat. I blame and scapegoat my parents for my nightmare of a life. Somebody says, you feel enraged. So let's turn this into a paragraph. So, how do I feel? Well, I feel extremely sexually frustrated. I haven't had romance in years. Irate and angry. I'm irate, angry, and enraged over how my life has turned out. Looking for somebody to blame. Looking for a scapegoat. I blame and scapegoat my parents for my nightmare of a life. But am I really suffering? Yes. My life is hell on earth. But take accountability and make my life get better. Don't blame my parents for this. So this is the same old shit, a different day. Yeah, man, I'm going to go get some food. See you later, guys.